Okay, that's a very good question, and I was actually surprised it actually took an hour into our webcast for this topic to come up. So right now, so the reality is this. We have roughly, I don't know, maybe 60 legacy Java handsets out there that have been out in the marketplace. And so how the APIs have been enforced is through a policy that's actually the policy in the AMS. And the reality is actually trying to go back to the OEMs and actually implementing the JSR changes and the APIs and things like that. We just unfortunately haven't, instead of trying to go back and actually, unfortunately, not something like a dynamic file that we push down to the handset. It actually requires some significant changes to the actual core software on the handset itself, and primarily with the AMS, the way the AMS is implemented on the handset. So instead, what we decided to do is focus on what are the key feature phones that we have right now, which is primarily the Instinct, the S30 handset. And we are also working on launching going forward our base MID-P 2.0 Java phones. So obviously these are touch-based phones, but our primary MID-P 2.0 base phones. So I think you'll see some more announcements from us in the summertime, some more handsets that we are launching. Going forward, our policies will be to enable an open JSR API structure on those handsets going forward. So like I said, not much we can really do to impact a lot of the legacy handsets in the marketplace. From a CDMA perspective, obviously on IDEN handsets are fairly open for most of the core GSRs out there. So, but like I said, the handsets are open. But we will be working to open up future handsets in the summertime going forward. There's another question here. There was a call for cool apps for Instinct, Twitter, Facebook. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know what that means, but hey, I'll throw that out there. Another thing that was actually posted, a series of questions that were posted, and so I wanted to make sure this was touched on was within my application, if I want to play some video and I want to play that in landscape mode, how can I do that? And so we talked about it. So you have two options. Well, actually, you only have one option. Unfortunately, within your own application, Samsung in the Java environment actually wasn't built to support that playback mode, so you can only play it in portrait mode. And so obviously, this hardware doesn't have accelerometer, and that wasn't actually built into the video playback capabilities. However, through the URI schemas that we have listed through the URI schema in the developer white paper, you can actually use the system properties to make a call to the Sprint TV player. You can actually invoke the TV player, pass the file in there, and actually play the file in landscape mode. Unfortunately, it's not within your own app. You can't control it, but it does. Like I said, currently that is the only approach we have to support that right now. Okay, what are some other questions, Jay, that you're seeing up there that you'd like to...
There is a follow-up to the question on the open APIs, and the follow-up is indicating that with the advent of open source mobile OS like Android, the audience just wants to know if our approach to open the APIs would be bottleneck or not.
So I'll answer this perspective. So let's put it this way. If you look at the core primary set of platforms that Sprint currently offers on handsets today, I think with the announcements we made with the S30 and kind of the direction we're going, I think that Sprint is probably one of the leading carriers in providing open access to APIs. So if you look at the different platforms we have, so Windows Mobile, all the APIs on Windows Mobile, if you look at BlackBerry, again, Sprint doesn't, by default, the API is open. You have to go look through RIM's code signing policy if you want to get access to certain things, such as distribute through their BES. But again, access to LBS on the RIM handsets for Sprint, open. As such are the other APIs If you look at, I'm trying to think, IDEN, again, our Java implementation on IDEN is fairly open. There's a couple features that are restricted, but 99% of the APIs are open. And again, if you look at kind of what we're doing around mobile Java, we're moving to an open platform, moving that forward. I cannot talk yet to the Palm WebOS information as it's not public information yet, and I can't talk yet to the Android stuff as it's not public information yet as well. But if you look at kind of the direction we're going in general with our APIs, I think you can take away that we are definitely moving forward to supporting an open development strategy perspective. Okay, another question here? Oh, okay, so maybe we'll take one final question. We'll take a look and then we'll wrap it up here, okay? So is there one more good question we can?
Well, it's just a question to find out if there are more devices that would come out with truly unrestricted open access API, and I just responded that the S30 is the first device that has open API access. During the course of the year, we'll launch more devices that have open API policy. Will become a standard operating policy on devices.
There's an important thing to note. So on the Instinct device itself that's in the marketplace, Sprint is planning a new software rev, just called MR6. That should be coming sometime probably middle to late June. And the goal there will be that will support an open API policy as well. And like I mentioned earlier, our goal is starting in the summer timeframe to be launching Java-based handsets on CDMA that are MIPI 2.0 compliant, that have support an open Java API framework as well going forward. Okay, so to wrap this up, what we'll basically do is I'll hand it back to, do you want to close? Okay, I'll wrap up here. So we will be posting a recap of the webcast and the chat. Also, we would direct people to take full advantage of the development resources we have made available for developing on this platform at developer.sprint.com/instinct. Like I said, we do have a forum that we do monitor very closely if you do have some questions. And Ryan did mention a lot of the applications we have put out there, we have actually provided the source code. So we'd love for you guys to actually provide some feedback, maybe provide some enhancements, provide that source back that the development community can use as a whole. And that also is kind of another direction we're going, trying to support kind of an open development aspect as well.
So thanks, Nathan. Thank you, Jay. And thank you, Ryan. Just so everybody's aware, we love feedback. So there's an exit survey that you can complete at the conclusion of the webcast itself. You can also submit questions or give us feedback via Sprint ADP at sprint.com. To Ryan, Jay, and Nathan's point, please join developer.sprint.com. Log in there. You can get information via the forums, via newsletters, latest development tools, etc. out there, our Twitter page, and then again, join us at Java One. So thanks to everybody for participating today, and thanks to our SMEs for their expertise in this area. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks.